So the year is 1996. Unbeknownst to me, my pilgrimage to purpose began in the 9th grade while I was a student at Columbia High School in Decatur, Georgia. Before each school year, my grandmother would take me to Sears to purchase a few shirts, a pair of pants, and one pair of tennis shoes on what was called her charge card. You know, there are only 5 days in a week, and so I found myself having to wear some of the same clothes. My peers would be brutal in their criticisms. I can recall walking a half mile to school with grocery bags on my shoes to preserve them as long as possible. So I started skipping school to avoid my classmates' criticism after the first quarter. As a result, I fell behind in all of my classes.
I would go to the school to see about him several times, and I would take him in the principal's office, and I would have to paddle him. He would be in there, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
During the next 2 quarters of my 9th grade year, I took 11 courses. I earned F's in 10 of those classes. My lowest grade was a 1, and the teacher, Mr. Hafner, was generous in awarding me the 1. My childhood was characterized by a lot of relocation, but my mother did whatever she could to survive. I dropped out of high school on October 5th, 2000. My high school GPA was a 1.42 on the technical school track. I was at a low moment. I did not know that circumstances could get lower.
When Rolandus told me they had dropped out of school, I couldn't believe it. I was very unhappy. I remember being very angry. I just couldn't believe it because Rolandus has always been the type of child that I knew had potential.
So the year's 2002, and it was the worst week in my life. My girlfriend dumps me on the Monday. My car is repossessed on a Thursday, and my mother kicks me out that same Friday. I didn't know it then, but that rejection was preparing me for my redirection. I earned a GED, and then I bought a 1979 Cadillac. It was a brown 2-door Coupe de Ville, and I can recall my grandmother rolling pennies to put gas in this 25-gallon gas guzzler. The year is 2006. I meet Julia Player while we were students at Alabama State University. She was beautiful with hazel eyes, and after finding out that I had been admitted into the PhD program at Auburn University, I learned that she was pregnant. Our daughter, Madison, was born in January 2010. Julia died without warning 4 months later. I graduated 5 years later in 2015 with a PhD degree in the discipline of history, the second African American to earn that degree since the school was founded in 1856. The tables turned. I had the solemn obligation of supervising some of the same faculty who taught my mentors. My students at Talladega College were the first to refer to me as the Dapper Dean. I was later appointed Dean of the School of Graduate Studies at Lincoln University in Jefferson City, before returning to my alma mater, Alabama State University, as an assistant vice president. After all, Alabama State University transforms GEDs into PhDs. I am Rolandus Rice, also known as the Dapper Dean, who started from a GED, who earned a PhD. Remember, when life erects a 15-foot wall before us, we must have the strength and endurance to climb a 16-foot ladder.